Good to see you all. And I am Pooja Purohit, an IELTS expert at IELTS Tutorials. And today our entire team is here to help you and guide you related to IELTS exam. So we have here Mr. Sandeep Singh, an IELTS expert who will be taking today's session. And the topic would be match the headings. So he'll be guiding you throughout the session today. We also have Miss Priyanka De, who's a counselor at Aussie's group, and she'll be resolving any of your queries related to visa. And we have Mr. Aditya Patel. You can reach out to him if you wish to enroll. So any coaching related inquiries, if you have, you can contact Mr. Aditya. Both Priyanka and Aditya will be available in the last 15 minutes of the session. Okay. And we are actually very proud and overwhelmed with all the student success stories, people. And that's the reason we have come up with these webinars where we can reach out to maximum people. So you please feel free. Hindi, English, किसी भी भाषा में आप हमसे discuss कर सकते हैं. Our focus is on resolving all your queries. तो आप किसी भी भाषा में हमसे बात कीजिए. You can also put your queries in the chat box, right? Also stay tuned till the last. We have giveaways, people. So stay there, and I'll forward it to you, Sandeep sir. You can start.
Right. Thank you, Pooja ma'am. First of all, I would like to wish you all a warm welcome in our webinar. It's so good to see you all, and I can see some familiar names. We would interact in the group, and thank you for joining. So we're going to start our reading section, and then we're going to pick up a topic is all match the headings. I would notice on a regular basis that many students face difficulty in match the headings. They've tried their level best, but still unable to locate answers. We would oversimplify it today. And we got the one giveaway offer as well. If you enroll today, just for today, there is one good offer. You're going to save money, and of course, you're going to get the best service in the industry. So let's start our reading section, and in particular, we are going to discuss match the headings. Just a moment. I'm going to start sharing the screen. At any point of time, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I would always say, feel at home. This is our own IELTS tutorials platform. No formalities here. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. All right, so a little bit of introduction. I hope the screen is visible. If not, I request you to just let me know, raise your hand, or you can type in a message as well if you're unable to see the screen. So a little bit of this is proficiency test, IELTS, International English Language Testing System. It is conducted by University of Cambridge, British Council, and IDP in collaboration. IDP is conducting India operations at the moment. British Council has sold its rights in India. So in India, IDP takes care of the business of IELTS. So this is a proficiency test. It's the oldest test. It's been in the academic field for a long period of time. So the validity of the score is for 2 years from the day you get your result. So we're going to take a few basic questions about IELTS section, then we would come to the reading section. Then you can take the test as many times as you like. There is no limitation, but you need to wait till you get the result. And after that, you are going to apply for the next one if there is a need. But we believe in the IELTS tutorials that you need to pass the test in the first attempt. And we provide precision-based, customized training to our students. And you pass your test in the first attempt, so there is no requirement to appear it again if you work exactly as we guide. Validity of your IELTS scorecard is of 2 years. So the band score, like on a level from 1 to 9, there is no pass-fail. And there are 4 components in the IELTS: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And there are different centers which IDP provides at the moment. There are approximately 75 places. And sometimes students would think that, I have studied in vernacular medium, and is it still possible for me to secure band 7 or higher? Definitely you can. This is just a proficiency test, not your knowledge test. So you are going to work on 4 components, and a vernacular medium is not any hindrance in order to achieve a band 7. So yes, you can. And we have got lots of success stories. If you are part of the group, I'm sure we post these success stories frequently on our website, on our YouTube page, or like on our Facebook page, or even Google. We have our feedbacks over there. So lots of success stories. I mean, if you are aiming for IELTS, so then you may be wondering that how to prepare for the IELTS exam. We would oversimplify it today, so there would not be like not giving the information relevant. I would be guiding you exactly what you need to do. So first of all, first you need to understand the format of the test and how many components are there. IELTS 4 components: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So you're going to take one full mock test. I would suggest you on our own website, IELTStutorials.online. You can take a full class or full mock test, and that would be of all 4. We have an application dedicated to the speaking part as well, and we have really good quality resource material available on our websites. And exactly like under test conditions, you can take one full test and you can self-evaluate where you stand. So you need to know what type of questions are asked in each part and what skills are assessed. So, of course, as you're going to take a full test, then you'd be thinking that, these are my strengths. Probably you're going to do really well in the listening, you're going to do well in the reading as well. But maybe you are struggling, you are not aware of the test format of the writing part or the speaking part. So you would think about that, these are my strengths and weaknesses. Then you are going to prepare a coherent study plan. So planning is very important. Either it's the writing part or just, preparing for your IELTS. Never think that hit and miss. I'm going to prepare for a few days. I'm going to start with a very unrealistic time that I'm going to dedicate 5 hours a day and I'm going to pass this test. You need to come up with a realistic plan. Probably if you're a working person, then you cannot dedicate that much time. So if your test is just not around the corner, so I would be suggesting a few things like you can dedicate if 1 hour every day, that would be just 20 minutes for your reading part, then 15 minutes for your listening, and 5 minutes to record while speaking on a cue card for the speaking part, and 20 minutes to write. And that is if your basics are really good. So I would like, as a team, we give out a customized study plan that how you can ace your IELTS test. All our trainers are very well versed with the IELTS format, and we give out exactly what you need to do because each student requirement are different. So we work shoulder to shoulder. And we would be assisting you that this works best for you. If you're a working person, if you're a student, this is what you can do. So you need to come up with a good strategy and good planning as well. And at times you need to check your progress. Like if you are are a part of our group, if you enroll for our classes, we would be giving mock tests during the class, and we would see that what kind of score are you getting. So you can always self-evaluate that after 2-3 days, are you making an improvement or not? Or are you still stuck in some questions? Then we are just there. We would log in 5-10 minutes early prior to the classes. And if you have any questions, the environment is so friendly during our classes that you never feel that there's like academic class going on. It's like working as a team, and all your questions, queries are addressed by all our trainers. So very, very helpful environment, just like a family, I would say. And you can see all the feedbacks from our team members who regularly post their experiences in our classes. So if we have a look at the test components of the IELTS test, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So these are the 4, and you are going to encounter exactly the same chronology in your actual test as well. Listening, reading, writing would be conducted in one session or in one go. Speaking test can be held on the same day as your listening, reading, writing, or it can be held prior to your listening, reading, writing, or even afterwards as well. So as you can see, this is a brief overview that as this webinar is dedicated to the reading section, so we'll talk about a little bit more about this one. So if you are planning for academic module, then you are given 3 long passages. Each passage contains 13 to 14 questions. In total, 40 questions will be there. Time is 60 minutes. And general training, you are going to be given 3 sections, and each section contains 13 to 14 questions. 40 questions will be there. Time is 60 minutes. So time is very, very important in the reading and writing section. Please do time yourself from the day one. Do not think that some sort of magic would happen and on the test day, you are going to complete your task within the stipulated time. It would not happen if you are not going to time yourself, if you are not going to see that, what are my weaknesses areas, like in the multiple choice questions or in the match the headings, you take really long time. But in the initial phase of your training, you are going to work on your strategies, even though you'd be timing. But after a week or so, you need to see that, are you making an improvement? or not. So in our IELTS tutorials classes, we give out exact strategies that what you need to do to shorten the time taken, how to scan and skim, how to locate your answers today, how to pay attention to the keywords. So our classes are very interactive. We work like that. This is what you need to do. We do not believe in beating around the bush, not giving to the point. We would give you exactly this is going to work definitely. Tried and tested method. So academic module, 3 passages, general training, 3 sections, and 60 minutes time, 40 questions should be there. There is no negative marking. Make sure that you attempt each and every question. It's very important. So a brief overview of listening, reading, writing. Listening module would be of 30 minutes, 40 questions there. Reading section, 60 minutes, 40 questions should be there. Each correct answer gives you 1 point. There is no negative marking. And according to your correct answers, you are assigned a band score. Then comes the writing part. 60 minutes time, you're going to attempt 2 tasks, and the speaking would be 11 to 14 minutes. And if we have a look at the objectives, that why do we have this IELTS reading test? That IELTS reading test is aimed at evaluating a candidate's ability to read and interpret academic English. So can you understand academic English or not? If you have to scan and skim the information, can you locate particular information or not? How good you are at skimming the information, understanding the language, because at times you need to understand the opinions as well, that what the writer or the author is trying to express. So these are the objectives. Now, if we have a look a little bit of in depth about the reading module, 60 minutes time would be there, 40 questions. So on average, that would be 1 minute 30 seconds for each question. There is no negative marking. Make sure that you attempt each and every question. And according to your correct answers, you are given band score, and the band scores are reported in whole and half bands. So there will be different question types like matching questions. You have fill in the blanks questions and labeling a map or a diagram. Then I have got some really good offer for you today. These are our current prices. If you opt for 4 weeks classes, then you need to pay 1,499 for 4 weeks class. And if you plan to opt for 8 weeks course, then 1,999. But if you enroll today, we have got really good offer for you at giveaway price, I would say. So this is a golden opportunity, and the batches are getting full. There is hardly a room. So just do not get late and opt for our batches, or there's a giveaway as well today at I would say really good offer. So the offer is you need to go on the website, not on the application. It's not going to work on the application, and this offer is valid only for today. So you need to go and enroll for our classes using the website IELTStutorials.online. And once you have enrolled, once you have picked up your batch, as you're going to check out, then you are going to use a promo code, and that would be Sunday 20, just today. There is no space between Sunday and 20. Make sure that you use it correctly. So the discount will be 20% discount today, just today. So this promo isn't going to work tomorrow. This is such a good offer. I mean, the batches are getting really full, I'd say. So hurry up. Do not miss out this offer. You need to log in on the website, and then as you're going to check out, you're going to use this promo for 20% discount. So make most of it. So academic reading, you're given 3 passages. Each passage contains 13 to 14 questions. In total, there will be 40 questions. And the question types that you get are, these look quite a few, but these are mainly just the matching questions. And under matching questions, you have short answer questions, multiple choice questions, and match the headings questions, or matching lists or phrases. And under the fill in the blanks, you'd be given a text and set of questions with blanks in between. And in the given time, your job is to find out what would come in that blank. Then the third category is true, false, or not given, yes, no, not given questions. So 40 questions, 60 minutes time. Same is in the general training. The question types are same, and you need to have the same reading skills to locate your answers. Now the score, there's a slight difference in terms of score. If you are aiming for band 9 in the academic module, then you need to have 39 to 40 answers right. And if you are aiming for band 8 in the academic module, then you need to have 35 to 36 correct answers. And if we have a look at the general training module, if your target band score is 9, then you need to have all 40 answers right. Each correct answer gives you 1 point. There is no negative marking. Make sure that you attempt each and every question. It's very important. Now, in the reading section, I mean, some of you may be like attempting, and I would notice it frequently in our, like when we have free sessions or free live Telegram sessions 3 days a week. Students would come and tell me that, in the writing, reading, and speaking, I always struggle. I have tried everything, nothing is working. I'm always getting this low score. So what is the reason, or what is the problem? I do not know. I have tried everything, nothing is working out for me. Now we have simplified it for you. So these are like, this does not help. You can take a screenshot or you can write it down. This isn't going to help. If you're just testing yourself, that we've got good quality resource material available, you would practice from there, you would test yourself back to back, on this test, you'd move on to the next one. This isn't working, isn't going to work out. And the reason for that is that you're just testing yourself. You are not finding out the reasons behind that, why you got it wrong. Your brain needs the justification that, the brain gave you an answer that I think this is the correct answer, but it's not working. So what to do? Do not just test yourself. You need to find out the reasons that why you are getting your answers wrong. And just reading lots of books isn't going to help as well. If you're just reading, and you think it's going to work out, it would not. And another important thing is tutor alone. If you have joined a course, or probably offline or online classes, and you think that a tutor is going to give me a magic pill and some sort of magic would happen and I'd be getting my answers, not. This is like collective effort. We need to work shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand with each other. So it's I would always say that you need to do the more. The tutor is there to give you, like, this is what you need to, then you need to implement that. And if you face difficulty, just like come and tell us that, I cannot handle it. Can you simplify it more? And IELTS tutorials, we have all trained trainers. We would give you, like, this is what you need to do. If you face this difficulty, we are really good at problem solution, I would say. Give us any problem, we will give you a very simplified answer. And this works all the time. Then if you're not going to follow a strategy, that the strategy would be reading the questions first, then reading the text. Then we are going to give out lots of strategy during our sessions as well. And do not follow tips and tricks. Do not think that I have my own ways, I will locate my answers. These are not going to work. In the reading section, there are certain things you need to do. So we do that in detail during our classes. We're going to take one exercise as well. I will be giving out tips and suggestions, and then you would see that like what a difference it makes. It gets really easy. Now, we talked about what doesn't help, but what helps then. So first we talked about the problem. Now here are the solutions. So the first one would be get some real practice tests. This is very, very important. Then quality resource material, I would always say that you need to practice from, not from the random websites. We have our IELTS tutorials .online website, dedicated website, quality resource material, and we provide you quality resource material. So you need to get some real practice tests and do 2-3 tests under exam conditions. See that, especially we are talking about the reading section. So you're going to test yourself that how you do under test conditions. If you are given test, do you take a long time, or do you face difficulty in the multiple choice questions? So you need to know where do you stand. Then note down. This is very, very important, I would say. That's like in the reading section, you're given a text and set of questions. So your job is to locate the answer for that question. So probably at sometimes you are given difficult academic words in the question itself. So what if you do not understand the question? If I give you an example that in the given question, there is a word, one word, devolve, and the whole meaning of that, that question depends on that word, or obsolete, or quintessential, or any other indispensable. If you do not know the meaning of that word, and without understanding that word, because they have purposely incorporated that word in that question, if you do not understand the meaning of it, what happens then? It becomes like a foreign language to you. Then you may have the best strategy, you may have the best tutor, but if you do not know the meaning of that word, how are you going to locate the answer? It becomes like a Japanese or German or any other language, the foreign language which you do not understand. So I would give you one simple tip in the reading section. Note down any difficult word that you do not know the meaning of it. It's very important, because otherwise it would be just like a foreign language. Then it's not the only this part that if you understand the meaning, you're going to get your answer. There are other things as well you need to pay attention to. But this is very, very important. Do not take it lightly. If you do not know the meaning of it, just make sure you're noting it down. Find out the meaning of it. Then during the practice time or during the practice test, which you are going to undertake under test conditions, honestly correct yourself. It's very important that do not be unfair to you, do not lie, do not cheat. Just see that where do you stand. Even during the practice time, I would motivate, or like all our team members or all our trainers would motivate that be honest. Even if you get a low score, it doesn't mean that these mistakes cannot be changed into milestones. These can be, but first thing, you need to be honest with yourself and with the tutor, and all our students do. And then we see the differences of, because the moment you put yourself on the like hard reality, okay, this is where I stand, I need to work hard, and eventually you set your goals and you do reach there, then you are going to analyze your analysis of your mistake. It's very important. You need to do the investigation that why you are getting your answers wrong. What makes it hard for you? Like during our classes, all our trainers would take the questions one by one. We would be doing this guided practice that this is what you need to do. Then you are asked to do solo practice as well, that you're going to practice on your own. If you face any difficulty, we are there to assist you. So it's just not like giving you the tips and strategies, one-way communication. It's very interactive. Then work on your weaknesses. It's very important. And what sort of weaknesses I mean? Here are these. So probably the first thing you may encounter is the reading skills, that you try to read, but you do not understand it. And probably it would be because of the academic words. Make sure that you are noting down in a separate notebook till your test. You don't have to do it for like 6 months. Probably your test would be after a month or so. So you only have to note down the difficult words in the initial phase. And once you have memorized those words, and whenever you encounter those words again, you would know the meaning of it. So you'd be understanding the question and the given text. It would be very easy for you. Then you need to work on your vocabulary as well. So vocabulary would be just the same thing, that any difficult word, find out the meaning of it, or just find out the synonyms of that word. Then comes the strategies, that probably are not working on your strategies properly, that you need to read the given text, you need to pay attention to the keywords, how to underline the keywords. Then, like if it's match the headings on what exactly you need to do. Why do you make a mistake? You probably make a mistake because you think that I'm attempting the paragraph A and I'm not going to move until and unless I have an answer. And then probably because you're putting that much pressure on yourself, you end up choosing an option and that is incorrect one. But there are other ways to overcome that as well. And that's why I say that our IELTS tutorials platform is the best, because we provide precision-based strategies that if you are going to attempt, guided practice we do. So we pick up a task and we'd be exactly telling you that this is the task. This is hand-picked good academic topic. We have picked up this for the guided practice, and this is what you need to do. So strategies are very important. So, and as you are going to write your answers, probably you do not get your spellings right, and that makes your answer incorrect. So in the practice time, usually you would see that there are few particular words that you would get incorrect, probably like possession or assessment. So whenever you are given like double S or double E words, so you need to note down, write that word down 2-3 times. This is going to help. And another like set of weaknesses can be that in some question types, you face difficulty. So most of the time I would see in the true, false, not given, students face difficulty, especially in the false and not given, and match the headings one as well. These two like set of questions, I would say like many students face difficulty. We at the IELTS tutorials, we oversimplify these tasks. And you would see we're going to practice a task today, just with like, you are going to practice with me, and you would see that how oversimplified these are. And then once your strategy is right, you get your answers right as well. So these, you are going to identify that in which question types do you face difficulty. Now, today's topic is match the headings. So in the reading section, you would be given a text and a set of questions. And in the given time or stipulated time, you need to find out which questions are going to be the correct ones. Now, before we move on to the topic, like if I come to you, if I put a question to you, that in which question types do you face really difficulty? So these are like match the headings. If you could share your weakness areas that I always struggle in these question types. So if you could please just type in or like in call messages that in which question types do you face difficulties? That I have tried my level best, but I always make mistakes there. We all have weaknesses. So here at the IELTS tutorials platform, we give precision tips and strategies, guided practice, and then solo practice, then feedbacks, and more importantly, quality resource material that you can practice from. So in the chat box, I would request everyone that please do share so that I go back and check that, okay, these are your weakness areas. So whichever section in the the question types you face difficulty, please type in that where do you face difficulty. Now coming to the match the headings, task is explanation, what do you have to do. So this would be, you'd be given a text like this with the paragraphs A, B, C, D. Then you are given your questions 28, 29, 30. Then you need to pick up that which heading would fit with which paragraph. This is what you need to do. And this is how it's going to look in the computer delivered test. That on the left hand side, you would be given your set of texts. Then on the right hand side, you'd be given your questions and the applicable match the headings one. Now, this is how it's going to look in the paper-based test. It's just the same, that here you are given the list of headings and the questions 28 to 31. Then you are given your text. So I think the first thing you're going to do, just read your instructions, choose the correct heading for each section from the list of headings below, and write the correct number 1 to 10. So here you need to make sure that you are writing lowercase Roman numeral. If you're going to write a sentence, it would be very difficult. You are going to get it incorrect because you did not read your instructions carefully. While writing your answer, make sure that you are writing lowercase Roman numeral. That's the first thing. Thereafter, you would quickly process, like, let's pick up one exercise like this one. So choose the correct heading for each section from the list of headings below. And I would request that each one of you to keep pen and paper with you, or pencil or paper, whatever. So we're going to practice this together, and we would see that how you do. And I'm going to request each one of you, please type in your answer. Like, probably this would not be the list of headings, but I have simplified it, and you would see that it's going to work. So when you have summarized it in one line, I'm going to give a passage, and I would ask each one of you to summarize it in one line. Please type your answer in the chat box. I'll be looking at it, and I would see that, you know, how helpful it is. So you'd be given a list of headings like this, then you are given passages like this. So how to match the headings? So you are going to read all the headings quickly. You need to process the information, and solving the puzzle of a papyrus document, the importance of written records and different ways of recording them, the use of papyrus for a range of purposes, suggestions for future possibilities for papyrus, how papyrus was cultivated in different manufacturing methods, the decline of papyrus use, the preservation and destruction of papyrus documents, the process of papyrus production. So you read all the information that is given to you in the list of headings. After that, you are going to look at the passage of the section A, paragraph A, like this one you are given. So you need to choose which heading will fit with this given passage A. So let me give you an example. Like, once you go for a movie, Fast and Furious. So just based on that 3 words, don't you get an idea that what the essence of that movie is going to be? It's going to be action. So if you go for Terminator, for example, then don't you get an idea just in one word that what the theme of the movie is? Action. So like the same thing you need to do. So do not think that these are your questions. The headings are not questions. Just to distract you, they are going to make it look like that this is a question. They would put a question mark, and they would be like answering in a given text. Kindly do remember, these are not questions. These are just the essence of a particular paragraph. And there will always be more headings than the paragraphs. So once you have gone through all the headings, then you would read the first paragraph. And you are going to read it in a way that you understand. So usually during these sessions or like Telegram sessions, I would request a student to read it out. I think, is it possible? Like, can you participate, or let me read it? You would be reading it with me, and we are going to attempt one, and you would see that how easy it is. So we would read it, and we would read in a way that we understand. Thereafter, you're going to summarize it in one line, just like a movie title, that Fast and Furious, that I think this is the main thing that's being talked about here. And I would request that each one of you that please summarize it in one line. And even if you are making a mistake, don't worry. We are not going to look at the headings yet. I'm going to give you very, very helpful tip for the match the headings, and I can assure you that you would not face any difficulty. So you would read it in a way, I would read, and then I would guide you what you need to do. You can read it like from your end as well. Libraries and archives are cultural crossroads of knowledge exchange, where the past transmits information to the present, and where the present has the opportunity to inform the future. Bureaucracies have become the backbone of civilizations as governments try to keep track of populations, business transactions, and taxes. At a personal level, our lives are governed by the documents we possess. We are certified on paper literally from birth to death, and written documentation carries enormous cultural importance. Consider the consequences of signing the foundation document of the United Nations or the Convention on Biological Diversity. Documentation requires a writing tool and a surface upon which to record the information permanently. About 5,000 years ago, the Sumerians started to use reeds or sticks to make marks on mud blocks, which were then baked. But despite being fireproof, these were difficult to store. Other cultures used more flexible but less permanent surfaces, including animal skins and wood strips. In Western culture, the adoption of papyrus was to have a great impact. Sheets of papyrus not only provide an invaluable record of people's daily lives, they can also be dated using carbon dating techniques, giving precise information about the age of the text written on them. So as you can see, that a lot of information was coming in, but we are not seeking one-line answer. The headings are not questions. So you would forget about the headings and you would think that I think this is the main thing that's being talked about here. Just in the practice time, not going to do in the real test, you would summarize it in a concise manner, probably like in a one sentence, that I think this is the main thing that's being talked about here. So I would request each one of you that if you want to have a relook at it again, you can, but try to summarize it in one line and type your like summarized lines in the chat box. Or you can write on a piece of paper that I think this is the main thing that's being talked about. Then once you have summarized it in one line, that in the beginning, you're going to make mistakes, but you're going to focus on this strategy that I would read the given text and I would summarize it in one line. I would create my own heading before I look at the given headings that I reckon this is the main thing. You would write on a piece of paper in the practice time only, not in the actual test. Then you would cross-check with the given ones. Then you would cross-check with each and every heading. It's very important. Do not think that you read the first one, oh, there you go, I got my answer. It matches with the summarized line of mine. But probably if you look further, there are much more like matching ones. So before you make a choice, make sure that you're checking with each and every heading. So you'd summarize it in one line as it was talking about the importance of written records and different ways of recording them. You would match. Then you would see is the next one the matching or the next one. Never make your choice based on first 2, 3 options. Sometimes, let's be realistic, that you tried this, but it's not working. All headings look same. But again, in that situation, you need to make sure that you are not making a choice. If you make a choice, probably it would be wrong because you have made a decision that I'm not moving until I have an option. So you need to move on. It's very important. If you are not going to move, probably you pick the incorrect one. And the point for moving on is that we want to do the easy ones first. You would read the second one. You would do the same thing. Your strategy remains the same. You would read the paragraph B. You would summarize it in one line. You would write it in the practice time that I think this is the main thing that's being talked about here. Then without looking at the headings, you would think again that, is this the main thing that's being talked about? Please do remember the headings are not questions. Just like a 2 hours movie, but fast and furious, just 3 words. But what happens that they express, they denote the essence of the movie. Same thing you're going to do. So you are not looking for an answer. You're just going to create that I think this is the central idea, that this is the main thing. Everything revolves around that point. So this is what you need to do. Then you would cross-check with the given headings. And as you have not made a choice because all headings look same to you in the beginning, you moved on. You made a good decision. If you are not going to move, probably you pick an incorrect one. So do not do this mistake. Make sure that you move on. If all headings look same, do the easy ones first. Then probably you are going to look at the paragraph B. Then all headings look same. Don't worry. There are ways to overcome that. You would read your next paragraph C. You would do the same thing. You would summarize it in one line. Then you would cross-check with each and every heading. Make sure that some headings are going to jump at you that, oh, this is my correct answer. But please remember, that probably would not be the correct answer because you picked up an option in the rush, because you made a decision that I'm not moving until I have an option. So this would be a mistake. Make sure that you're moving on, doing the easy ones first. And probably if you attempted the easy ones, out of the 8 headings, you picked up 3, then you have less to choose from. And you would see that how effective this simple strategy is. So just like this one, this is just like, I was giving a brief of what we do in our classes. So all our trainers are very well trained. We work shoulder to shoulder with all our, like, I would rather call these our team members or learners. So we would be giving customized strategies, tips and strategies, and quality resource that this is how you ace. And you would see that all our tips would not be like, giving you a rectified answer. Okay, this is what you need to do. We would be asking follow-up, like how you did. We would log in 5 minutes early. If you have any questions, if you face difficulty, you can always ask. Or even during the classes, you can raise your hand that, I have this query. Can you please address that? So we do that happily with a smile. So all your queries and doubts are addressed by all our trained trainers. We are really good at it. And all the success stories speak for themselves. You can see in the group or on our Facebook page or like Google reviews, wherever you go. And just like a few days ago, we are getting these wonderful scores back to back, 8.5 in the you would say 9, or like, individually, I would say in the speaking one or the writing part, because all our trainers are really well trained. They exactly know what they need to do. So I would say that we have got one giveaway offer price today. And let me just come back to it quickly. So I think you should make most of it. This is like the giveaway price, I would say. And the prices are like going up day by day. So you should make most of it. Just for today, if you go on the website, not on the application, if you just go on our website, IELTStutorials.online, and as you are going to enroll, as you would be checking out, you need to use this promo just today, Sunday 20. There is no space in between. This would give you 20% discount. So this is a golden opportunity as you are preparing for your IELTS journey. At IELTS Tutorials, we always believe in that you need to pass your test in the first attempt. So we do not believe you that I will be giving you like, these are the recorded things and prepare on your own. We believe in like, I will hold your hand till your IELTS journey, till you pass your test in the first attempt. So no second attempts if you are really serious. So we mean like, if you're really aiming to pass the IELTS test, this is the right platform. This is the right place to be. So the best trainers in the industry, customized. We believe in working shoulder to shoulder, giving you quality resource material, assisting you, or like giving you reviews, giving you, this is what you need to do, customized strategies. So the best one. And do not miss out on this wonderful. If you have not joined our classes, this is a golden opportunity. Just today, giveaway price, 20% off. So you need to go on the website, not on the application, IELTStutorials.online. Choose your time that, if you're a working person, we have different batches. If you are an early morning person, we have their timing for you as well at 7 in the morning. Then if you get free, then in the we are free around 11 o'clock. We have a batch for that. Then if you get free in the afternoons, we have a batch for that, or the late night one, or in the evening one as well. A lot of options are for you, and prices are already reduced. And just for today, make sure that you avail this wonderful offer, 20% discount. Do not lose out. And as you can see that we practice the list of headings. Just a quick recap, what you need to do, you would read all the headings one by one. You need to process the information. Then you would read your first text and you are going to summarize it in one line. Please do remember that the headings are not questions. You are going to summarize it in one line, then match with each and every heading. If all headings look same, just move on. Do not make a mistake that I'm not moving until I have a choice. You need to move on. If you're not going to move, probably you'd make a mistake. So the same thing, like if I show you another set of headings. So you'd be given headings like this. The same thing. Your strategy remains the same. You're going to process the headings first. Then you would read the first paragraph. You would summarize it in one line. Then you would create your own heading. And all right. And if you have any questions, like we have good 40-minute session so far. If you have any questions, so feel at home. This is our IELTS Tutorials family platform. Questions, queries are welcome. Feel at home. I'd say it again. If you have any question, if you've been practicing on your own, if you would like to ask that, I have looked for solutions for this thing, I've been unable. Can you please give me so this is sort of a demo for you that if you ask a question and we'll be guiding you that this is what you can do. So feel at home. Same thing is our classes, I would say, not formal, as if you are literally, you feel like you are in 10th class or 12th class. Our classes are very friendly. You can approach all our tutors are very approachable, very friendly, amiable, I would say. So if you have any questions, please feel free. Now we have a dedicated Telegram group as well that is just for the till your IELTS preparation. I would request that please do join this group because this is very, very informative. We have free sessions. We have our reviews here as well. You can see the student-teacher interactions here, and very, very interactive, I'd say. And sometimes, probably because a student is still not very used to communicating English. So we have tutors who can communicate in our mother tongue, I'd say in Hindi or Gujarati as well. तो अगर आप कोई भी क्वेश्चन ऐसा पूछना चाहो कि मैं कुछ क्वेरीज हैं, अगर आप हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करोगे, गुजराती में एक्सप्लेन करोगे, तो हम बहुत अच्छे से, वी आर अ वेरी सपोर्टिव टीम. और यू वुड फील जो भी इंटरेक्शन आप देखोगे टीचर स्टूडेंट का, you never feel you are talking to a teacher. We all are very approachable. आप हिंदी में बात करो, but I would definitely suggest you that till your test, even with difficulty, make sure that your first priority should be communicating English. So a lot of times, students pair up for the practice as well, like one-to-one, and even in the speaking session, just this week in our classes, speaking week is going on, and I can assure you that each of our team member, initially some were struggling, some were quite nervous, some could not extend their answers on the day one, but the way the support that each student gets, I can tell you that all our classes are recorded. If you join, you would see the difference that everyone is extending their answers. Everyone is speaking grammatically correct because we believe that mistakes are welcome. Mistakes can be changed into milestones. So if a student is making a mistake, that means that that student is heading in the right direction. So till your IELTS journey, I would definitely suggest you join this Telegram group. This is very, very helpful. And you can see all the reviews, all the wonderful things we do for the IELTS tutorials and wonderful interactions. So this would be it. So if you are planning for IELTS, make sure that you have a good study plan and you need assistance. So we are there. If your aim is to pass your IELTS test in the first attempt, this is the place to be. So I would request that make most of today's offer, giveaway prize, and enroll, and please be part of our family. It's going to be your best experience, I can tell you, and all the success stories speak for themselves. And we have got a student counselor today, and Priyanka Day, and she would be here, and we got Aditya here as well. Aditya takes care of all the coordination between student and tutors. He's very helpful, and Priyanka, she got all the comprehensive knowledge of migration or student visa. So if you are planning to study abroad, then we got the counselor just here. So if you have any question, or you can just type in the chat box that I'm seeking student counseling. It doesn't matter where you are based in India, that service can be extended to you. So do let us know. And we got Aditya as well. If you are keen to join, which would be a golden opportunity for you, I can assure you mark my words that you would not be disappointed. And if you really want to pass your test, this is the correct place to be. So we have got Priyanka and we got Aditya. Aditya will be assisting you if you want to join our classes. And we got Priyanka if you are seeking that, if you are planning to study abroad, if you have any or migration questions, if you do, so do raise your hand or type in the messages that what sort of help would you need. So or any other question, feel at home. We are very helpful, no formalities here. This is our own IELTS tutorials family platform. All queries, questions are welcome. So, oh yes, Sagar, thank you. I noticed that you have raised your hand. I'd request please unmute Sagar. Okay, Sagar, if possible, please try to speak, unmute, and please put your query forward.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you, Sagar. Thank you for joining.
Sir, yes, sir. I just want to ask you, sir, if I have to do job in abroad, so what is the procedure, sir? Please, will you tell me?
All right. Okay. Very good question. We got Priyanka with us. Priyanka would be guiding you in that. All your queries would be addressed by Priyanka. So if you're planning to study abroad, we got Priyanka, who is counselor. She got a comprehensive, thorough knowledge of all the migration or student visa process. All you need to do is just raise your hand, or like you need to. Is it Harnish? I request which room is it so that students can join? Is the room one for Aditya or for Priyanka?
Okay.
Yeah, those who are want to join Priyanka's room, it's room number 1, or they can ask question here as well. Room number 1, for that they have to raise their hand. I'll be assigning them manually.
There you
Okay.
go. All right. So well done. So Sagar, you want to know about that you are planning to immigrate to other countries, so you can get in touch with Priyanka. You would be added in Priyanka's group manually. And
Okay,
someone
sir.
else, if you have any query, if you're seeking for visa advice, if you're planning to study abroad, this is the place to be. We have a very dedicated team. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sagar, you'll
Yes.
have got an option to join room number 1. Please select that and you can join that room.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Harnish. Okay. Then we got 3 other participants raising hand. So if you're planning to study abroad, we have got Priyanka just for any assistance you may need, any queries you may have. We have a dedicated team, thorough knowledge of all the tests suitable for you. What would be the best decision for you? Or if you would like to join our classes, we got Aditya. He is going to coordinate. He is very helpful, very supportive. He would be doing the coordination between the tutor and the student. So if you want to join, we got today's offer as well, 20% discount. So make most of it.
Yeah.
So,
Those who are want to join means the Priyanka's room, please message in the chat box so that I can assign them manually. And anyone want to discuss about coaching with Aditya, they too please message us on the chat box. I'll be assigning the Aditya's room to them.
perfect. So guys, feel at home, guys and girls. This is our own IELTS tutorials family platform. All your queries related to coaching or migration would be addressed here. We have a dedicated team. Or in between, if you have any queries, you can just raise your hand and we can discuss.
Also, if anyone has doubt related to IELTS, they can ask to Sandeep sir, as well as Pooja ma'am is here. They can ask them as well.
We got Pooja Purohit ma'am, she also teaches IELTS. We got such a dedicated team for the IELTS tutorial. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand, or you can just unmute yourself. And if you've been practicing, if you struggle that what I need to do in this section, please help out. So you can ask your questions. We are really good at problem solution. So any queries, please put it forward.
Hello.
Okay, Kuldeep, morning. Thank you for joining.
Hi,
Yes,
sir. Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining. Yes, please go ahead, Kuldeep.
I have listened complete session. That was really interactive and
Thank you.
useful. I think that definitely will be useful if we do the hard work in case of reading, especially. Sir, actually, I want to take the coaching basically for all the modules.
All right, great. So are you a working person or are you a student, Kuldeep?
Yeah, I'm working in Honda motorcycle and
All right, great.
yeah.
So what time suits you? So we got Aditya, who would assist you.
I am
He's very-
assigning Kuldeep to Aditya's room. That's room number
Okay.
2. Kuldeep will get an option to join room number 2. Please join. Please join that room.
Yeah, I go
Hey,
then.
I would request please join that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Someone else, I mean, if you already were part of our team, you know how good we are at what we do. So if you just want to re-enroll, I mean, this is called an opportunity. You got 20% offer, and we got many students. Probably you just changed your schedule of your test. Probably you'd be taking your test slightly time. You just want to, this is, I would say, small investment towards way better things in life. So if you want to re-enroll, if your subscription is over, this is a golden opportunity. You may renew your subscription even now. I mean, I can see the familiar names. You're part of our team. You're part of our classes. You know that what we do and how good we are. So if you would like to re-enroll, this is a good day today. I mean, we got 20% offer, and the prices are always increasing because a lot of influx is coming in. A lot of students are joining, batches are getting full. So if you would like to re-enroll, this is a good chance, I would say. And I always say, do not look for the money. This is a small investment towards way better things in life. You can always recover this small investment, I would say, probably in half day's wages. So be wise and make good decisions. And there is no harm. I mean, when you practice in a group, when you have a class 5 days a week, there is a good opportunity that makes you that, I want to join the classes because we practice in the group, especially in the speaking, writing. So that makes the consistency in place as well. So if you would like to re-enroll, if your subscription is over, you may do so now. And if you are like a working person, then we have like early mornings or late nights, and in the evenings or afternoon, or like I'd say around 11 o'clock, we have a batch. So if you would like to, like probably you're seeking, visa counseling, then we got Priyanka, dedicated counselor. She would be assisting. So all you need to do is just raise your hand, and you'd be assigned to a room, and all your queries and doubts should be addressed. Or like in the meantime, if you've been practicing, if you feel any, like, I feel difficulty in this section, what should I do? So.
Right. The remaining people, if you have any queries related to IELTS exam, please feel free to ask us. So Priyanka is there to guide you for counseling. Aditya will help you in the coaching, enrollment for coaching. And Sandeep and I are here if you have any doubts related to the IELTS exam, any of the modules, please ask us. Hindi, English, whatever you feel comfortable, you may just, ask your queries.
Probably your test is just around the corner, maybe just 2-3 days later, and you just want that, what should I do in that situation? Probably for the speaking part or the writing part, or in the like listening or like reading section. Just the last minute tips if you're seeking. So you can ask for that as well. So if your test is just probably in like maybe today, who knows, or probably tomorrow. So if you want last minute tips regarding any section, so you can just raise your hand. We are happy to help out. It's so good to see that all of you join, you remain present, and such a good interactive session. We are sure that it was a productive session for you all. And okay, Saliha, morning. Good to see you back. Thank you. How are you? I request please unmute.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yes, morning, Saliha.
How are you?
All right,
Hello.
and you were part of our classes. I can still recall
Yes,
you.
yes,
And,
yeah. Because of
thank you.
Ramadan, I left in between.
All right,
Yeah. Now I want to re-enroll myself.
definitely.
Actually, I want to know regarding that in IELTS exam, that one option is there, that UKVI. Can you? What's that?
Okay, that is just the IELTS academic test.
That UKVI for UK.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is just for the academic purposes. So you have two test types. One is academic and one is general training. So that is just for the academic module. So have you booked your IELTS test?
Not yet. Maybe in next month. I'm
Okay,
planning.
and are you planning for like academic module or general
No,
training one?
general.
Okay, so
But
make sure that, yes.
because my husband moved to UK, so for visa, they were asking for that IELTS certification with UKVI recognized.
Okay, because I mean, is he in nursing? I think
No, he's
probably.
yeah, he's a paramedic.
Okay, there you go. So for the nursing, they ask for the academic module, not the general training one. So we got Priyanka. So she is really good. She would be guiding you because like if you are there, like in the UK especially, that especially
Yes.
for the nurses, they require the academic one, not the general training one. They have this requirement. So make sure that when you book your test, first I would still suggest that get in touch with our counselor because as far as I know, that if you are planning to immigrate to Australia on a like a work visa or like permanent residency, then you need academic if you belong to nursing field. So not the general training test.
Okay.
So I'm adding Saleha to Priyanka's room. You can ask the
Okay.
question to Priyanka. Okay.
And yes, Saleha, I would definitely recommend you. You were like part of our IELTS tutorials family platform. Just make another investment in a personal note because you know how good we are when we have these sessions very interactive, very informative, and result oriented. So if possible, please get in touch with Aditya and do enroll.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you for joining. Thank you. So it was so good to see so many of our learners and I would say some of the familiar faces as well. Thank you. If your subscription expired, if you have time, I noticed that 2 participants have raised hand. Okay. Any other question? If you do, please go for it. All you need to do is please unmute yourself and put your query forward.
Hello, Sandeep.
Yes, morning, Rashmi. Thanks so much for joining.
Good morning, Sandeep. मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि क्या आप 1 घंटे की जो हमारी रोज की क्लासेस होती है, आप जैसे आपने बताया है, क्या उसके साथ हमें कोई प्रैक्टिस सेशन भी मिलता है उसके बाद प्रैक्टिस करने का?
ओके, गुड क्वेश्चन। जैसे हम मान लो इस वीक हम लिसनिंग सेक्शन डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, तो सबसे पहले आपको टास्क बताया जाएगा कि ये आपका टास्क होता है जब आप आइल्स टेस्ट में अपीयर हो गए। उसके साथ ऑन द सेम डे उसी टाइम we have designed in a way that first you have like the task explanation, उसके बाद practice करते हैं हम approximately 20-25 mock test questions होते हैं जो real hand picked topics के ऊपर जो those require proper preparation, and उसके बाद each task में जो भी आप attempt करते हो, आपकी query हो, कोई doubt हो कि मुझे समझ नहीं आया मैं कैसे आंसर को locate करूं, then we give this customized coaching as well. Like Pooja ma'am takes the classes, she's a really good tutor. I'd say like all of us, our strategies are same. तो हम उस हर student को assist करते हैं कि आपको इस चीज को ऐसे ध्यान रखना है, like paying attention to keywords और listening section में अगर labeling a map or a diagram है.
I will also put one more thing, Rashmi. जो भी क्लासेस में हमने डिस्कस किया है, क्लास में प्रैक्टिस करने के अलावा वी हैव टेलीग्राम प्रैक्टिस ग्रुप जहां पे सारे स्टूडेंट्स को, जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स एनरोल्ड हैं, दे कैन प्रैक्टिस व्हाटएवर हैज बीन डिस्कस्ड इन द क्लास. तो वो एक्स्ट्रा प्रैक्टिस सेशंस आर फ्री सेशंस फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स जिनकी हमारे साथ क्लास हुई है. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे भी हम लोग उनके इवैल्यूएशंस देते हैं. से फॉर इंस्टेंस आपने मेरे साथ में राइटिंग आज प्रैक्टिस किया है, तो आपका जो राइटिंग आप लिखेंगे टास्क 1 या 2 ऐसे या लेटर, वो आप हमें टेलीग्राम पे सबमिट करेंगे एंड हम आप उसको इवैल्यूएट करके आपको फीडबैक देंगे. सो इट्स नॉट दैट कि सिर्फ 1 घंटे का आपका कोचिंग है एंड खत्म हो जाता है. उसके बाद में हम आपको टेलीग्राम पे वी गिव यू इवैल्यूएशंस एंड ऑफ कोर्स टेलीग्राम के फ्री प्रैक्टिस सेशंस भी हैं. एवरी डे 1 आवर होते हैं. जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स ने एनरोल किया है वो उस सेशन को अटेंड कर सकते हैं एंड दे कैन प्रैक्टिस विद आवर एक्सपर्ट.
सो 1 मंथ होता है कोचिंग IELTS क्लियर करने के लिए, राइट? Or should I go for 2 months of coaching?
Okay, you need to enroll. First thing that would be, you need to be part of our IELTS tutorials family platform. That's the first thing you need to do. After that, you'd be like, assigned according to your available times, that what timings suit you. Like we have early mornings if you're a working person, or late night, or like around 11 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 p.m. we have batch, and at 7 p.m. as well. So according to your need or requirement, you would pick up a batch timing. Then you'd be assigned a tutor, and you can join from like Monday onwards, I would say. And our reading week starts from a Monday. So if you're planning to enroll, and probably as most students face difficulty in the reading section, and like in any other sections, but usually in the reading section. So this is a good time, and do not miss out. Look forward to your presence, and it would be, you can mark our words. This should be a best decision, the best decision of choosing us. I can assure you.
Okay, Sandeep, we have
Sure.
Riya. She is asking some question. I'm unmuting her. Let's discuss with her.
Okay, sure, please. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello, morning. Thank you for joining. Yes.
या
Please.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जैसे मैं स्टूडेंट वीजा के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ कनाडा के लिए, तो आइल्स क्रैक करने के लिए कितने टाइम की प्रिपरेशन चाहिए होगी?
ओके, अभी आपने एकेडमिक्स में क्या किया है, आपका पीछे का बैकग्राउंड क्या है, कितना टाइम हो गया, मतलब आपका जो स्टडी गैप है वो?
मेरा स्टडी गैप 5 इयर्स का है।
ओके, और आपकी जो यूनिवर्सिटी रिक्वायरमेंट है वो कब आपको बोल रहे हैं कि अभी आपको चाहिए? आपको लेट कब तक चाहिए आपको आइएलटीएस सर्टिफिकेट?
बेसिकली मेरा टारगेट तो सितंबर इंटेक था, बट आई गेस अगर नेक्स्ट जनवरी इंटेक तक भी हो जाएगा तो भी लाइक इट विल बी गुड फॉर मी।
Okay, so I would say definitely 2 months. Is Ria your name? Probably it's not your name. It's just
No, that's my that's my wife's name. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
my name is Mihir. So I would like to just know कि कितना time लगेगा, because she is also preparing. We both are preparing on the same.
Perfect. So 2 months I would suggest, and this should be because what happens 5 days a week. You have a schedule. You have a class, group class, very interactive sessions, and quality resource material. We at the IELTS tutorials believe कि आपको test first attempt में pass करना है, rather than giving that this is the magic pill, just take it and everything would be fine. We believe that things take time, and as you said, 5 minutes, 5 long years. You would need a bit of practice as well. You need the follow up as well. You need the evaluations as well. You would need the practice time as well. And so like not only you would be joining the class, you would have 1 hour Monday to Friday, just for our subscribers, like paid subscribers. You are given 1 hour Monday to Friday practice group session as well, and other activities. So
Sir,
2 months.
तो सर जिसका बैकग्राउंड इंग्लिश से नहीं है, मतलब जैसे कि मेरी वाइफ है, शी हैज स्टडीड इन गुजराती मीडियम, तो उनके लिए 6.57 आई गेस रिक्वायरमेंट है स्टूडेंट वीजा के लिए, तो उनके लिए कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है, बिकॉज उसको इतना ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है इंग्लिश की, मतलब डे टू डे बेसिस में एज वेल, तो कितना इजी या फिर कितना टफ रहता है, या फिर क्या क्या चीजें जो ध्यान में रखनी पड़ती है कि मतलब 6.5 या 7 विद इन 1 मंथ या 2 मंथ क्रैक करने के लिए?
देखो, I think the best thing would be like we need to be very realistic about it. Agar if she's poor in academics, 6.5 can be a difficult thing as well, but it doesn't mean that she cannot achieve this. We need to work hard, and we need to give some time, and that would be first thing. Take a mock test on IELTS tutorials .online website. See where she stands, because the moment we know that okay, this is the we need to build up, then you can get in touch with Pooja ma'am, with me, or we have other really good tutors as well, that what we need to do now. Then we would be guiding, okay, this should be the first thing you need to pay attention to. Any difficult word comes across, make a note of it. Then you need to start practicing as well, like join our group classes as well, and the practice classes as well. So we need to work shoulder to shoulder. I always say it's a collective effort. आपको भी मेहनत करनी है, हमें भी करनी है, मिलके ही कर सकते हैं. So we need to work as a team, or we have a dedicated team who would be just simplifying things, that this is what you need to do. If you implement, result would speak for itself. So implementation part lies with definitely with Ria.
ओके ओके सो बेसिकली लाइक आप सजेस्ट कर रहे हो कि पहले एक मॉक टेस्ट करवा दो उनसे, तो बेसिकली वो कहाँ पे स्टैंड करते हैं वो ज्यादा हमको आइडिया आएगा, और उसके बेसिस पे हम आगे मतलब क्लासेस की रिक्वायरमेंट है कितने टाइम की, और
क्लासेस
कितने
की तो if you said अगर उन्होंने कोचिंग नहीं करी तो है आप
हाँ
एक बार what I always say this is like prices are like giveaway price, all this is a small investment you are making towards way better things in life. So we should not have second thoughts that should I go for or not. This one is like get in touch, that shows that you really want to do it. That is just like I would say a token money that gives you like joining a gym. The moment you join gym you start going as well, but till you don't subscribe to the gym or like any other, I mean then you think that I would start from tomorrow, I'd start from day after. We have 5 days a week classes. First I would definitely recommend you on a personal note, do subscribe, then we are going to move on to other things, because that would be this small investment would ensure that you will be joining our classes and you are going to work on all the feedbacks.
सो सर आपने सजेस्ट किया था सर वो आईएलटीएस ट्यूटोरियल्स पे जो मॉक टेस्ट वो मैंने भी गो थ्रू किए थे, तो उसके लिए मतलब वो कितने एक्यूरेट है सर, मतलब उस पे हम वर्कआउट कर सकते हैं राइट?
These are definitely, these are the quality resource material. These are very I would say the best in this industry, I would say.
Okay, no problem sir, thank you so much for
Also
your
maybe अगर आपकी वाइफ को कई स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनको हम ग्रुप कोचिंग दे रहे हैं, so there is a lot of hand holding जो ट्यूटर एंड पे है, तो अपार्ट फ्रॉम मॉक टेस्ट जब उनका इवैल्यूएशन हो जाता है कि मतलब करंटली वो क्या उनका लेवल ऑफ इंग्लिश है, यू कैन ऑल्सो ऑप्ट फॉर पर्सनल कोचिंग जहां उनको गाइडेंस फर्दर गाइडेंस अगर चाहिए तो दैट विल बी गिवन. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस प्रैक्टिस आप आईएलटीएस ट्यूटोरियल्स के पे जाकर सैंपल क्वेश्चंस वगैरह प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, तो आई थिंक दैट विल आल्सो गिव हर द कॉन्फिडेंस टू टेक द एग्जाम. तो सारी चीजें यू हैव ऑल द ऑप्शंस to pick from: group coaching, personal coaching, and the mock test, and of course guidance from us, our tips and strategies जो आपकी वाइफ को हेल्प करेंगी for her to score her bands. Okay,
no problem, thank you so much. बस उनको मतलब आपके जैसे थोड़ा गाइडेंस और बूस्टअप ही चाहिए कि नहीं somebody is there.
Definitely, we are very, you can see this is we always believe in that these are not paid members. This is our IELTS tutorials family platform, so feel at home, you are most welcome, and you would not regret it. I can assure you that we have a very caring environment, and you can see all the reviews and feedbacks in our group as well. So this is not like a workplace, I would say, or this is more of giving back to our learners, and at these reduced prices I would definitely say that opt for it. I mean, then otherwise you'd be thinking that I'd start from tomorrow, I would start day after, then days are passing, you're not preparing, you're not joining classes, just losing time. I think let's make a decision. First thing, at this throwaway price, join our classes, and then it would ensure 5 days a week you're doing something. Then you get in the flow, you are practicing in the group class, and we have dedicated another practice session 5 days a week, 1 hour. Then you have your evaluations, and then material is given, so you get in the flow. So
thank you sir for your
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, okay, thank you so much. Thank you everyone, really appreciate from the bottom of our hearts. It was so good to see you all, and I mean some familiar faces as well. Thank you, really appreciate that you joined. Very I'm sure it was a wonderful session for you all too. Definitely it was for us. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone, thanks for joining. Thank you.